I have heard repeated 3 questions this week to myself. The first question was, what was it like to know Schuon and to be in his presence? I've tried to answer that, but I wanted to let you hear the words of Martin Lings. His most famous book was the biography of the Prophet Muhammad from earliest sources in 1983. He won awards from several Middle Eastern countries, Islamic countries, for that, became quite a celebrity in the Islamic world. The week, 10 days before his death in 2005, he spoke to 10,000 people in Wembley Stadium. He was a sheikh with disciples throughout the Islamic and the Western world. So we'll hear his thoughts.
I found out that Frithjof Schuon happened to be in Switzerland at that time, and I thought I would go and consult him, which I did. I knew when I was in his presence that I was in the presence of a true saint and also the spiritual master that I was seeking. And when I say true saint, I don't mean just a saintly man. I mean a saint of first magnitude, such as one could not expect to meet in the 20th century. A saint of the magnitude of St. Bernard, St. Francis, St. Augustine in Christianity, of Ibn Arabi or Rumi in Sufism, that is Islamic mysticism, of Shankara in Hinduism, of Milarepa in Buddhism. I knew this with a certainty, not with a conviction. I had no conviction. Implies arguments and reasons. This was something I can't explain, and I'm fully aware that it's only for me, not for other people, but at the same time, I could swear on a solemn oath. That was just 1 week before my 29th birthday. And in 5 months, if I am still here, I will have my 84th birthday. And in that time, I have never for one instant had any doubts about what I felt, what I've just said, what I felt when I first met him. I could also add, though, that I went to see Guénon later, about a year later, and it was my destiny to stay in Egypt and to be in contact with Guénon for the last 12 years of his life. And he also said to me, he described Frithjof Schuon as one of the few great spiritual masters who are today accessible. So I'm not alone in my certitude that I had.
Thank you. The second question that I've had is, what are the best books to learn more about Schuon and his message? Harry was too modest not to promote his book, Frithjof Schuon and the Perennial Philosophy. It is a book that I often recommend to people to read first, because what he has done is taken Schuon's thought and vocabulary and organized it by topic so that it is more accessible. Schuon's work really is all one book in the sense that there's no easy way to initially gain the vocabulary and the metaphysical understanding. Harry has taken care of that problem. The book that was designed by Harry and I to be a complement to that is Frithjof Schuon, Messenger of Perennial Philosophy, which is his biography. More than 50% of that biography are words from Schuon's memoirs, private letters, private papers. Mrs. Schuon said this about, and then there is the book of letters, the letters of Frithjof Schuon, Reflections on the Perennial Philosophy. Mrs. Schuon said this: Michael Fitzgerald has previously undertaken the daunting task of writing a comprehensive biography of Frithjof Schuon. To this, Fitzgerald now adds the present volume dedicated exclusively to Schuon's letters, written over the course of more than 70 years. The combination of these two volumes gives as active a picture as can be conveyed in words concerning a person of Schuon's scope. The third most frequent question I heard is, how can we practice and follow Schuon's teachings in our daily lives? Great question. I refer people to the book of letters, because many of these are letters that he wrote to serious seekers from almost every religion. So that book really conveys quite a lot. Mr. Schuon should have the last word. So I'm going to echo and paraphrase his comment in the foreword to his book, The Play of Masks. Even if our writings and these lectures had on average no other result than the restitution for some of the saving bark that is prayer, we would owe it to God to consider ourselves profoundly satisfied. Thank you very much.